Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Kassia. On this channel, we discuss all aspects of the ascension process. Clear. Today, I'm going to be just doing a quick collective reading. I had a little bit of time to do a quick video, but I'm not quite prepared for the topic videos yet. We are, of course, going to be digging into the full moon in Pisces and the Mercury retrograde. And I'm definitely going to be hopping on here to talk with you guys more about the Mercury retrograde. But right now, I just want to dig into these energies and see what comes up here. We do, of course, have that Mercury retrograde in Virgo beginning tomorrow, and the full moon in Pisces coming up on the 30th. So we're working toward those energies. That Mercury retrograde energy very much in the air right now. And we have talked a little bit about the energy of that in the sign of Virgo and how it is a bit more intense when it happens in a sign that Mercury rules, Virgo being one of Mercury's two signs of rulership. So we have the Page of Pentacles coming out here with the Ten of Swords and the Ace of Wands. The Empress on the bottom of the deck. This is showing... And sorry guys, I'm still getting into the groove of like, I'm just still waking up this morning. This energy to me feels as though we're going to be getting some sort of understanding or some sort of message, whether this is from our own higher self, from spirit, from a person in our life, that's going to really, I'm feeling that energy from your own soul, that being like the biggest way that we're receiving these messages, but it could be anyway. Some sort of realization, some sort of understanding, some sort of message that assists us in moving out of this energy and closing a painful cycle, really finding a solution to a painful situation is what it feels like. And there's an energy of renewal here, a new beginning. A lot of powerful creation energy with the Ace of Wands here and the Empress on the bottom of the deck, all right? Whatever ideas are inspiring you right now, pay attention to them. Whatever solutions are coming to you, and this energy has been underway. I started feeling this around the new moon in Leo, these solutions, and we had talked about that a little bit in the new moon video, how these solutions to problems that had been plaguing us for quite some time would just kind of like drop out of the sky almost. And so I feel that energy continuing for us. And this Two of Pentacles, once again, representing these areas of our lives where we have been weighing options. And remember, we have Mars in Libra right now, which is very much this energy as well. Mars is an energy traditionally ruling the sign Aries that likes to act quickly. But in the sign of Libra, Mars is taking his time. He's weighing the options. And so there may be something that we've been going back and forth on for quite some time, or we've been trying to, for some people, this is also indicating the energy of trying to juggle multiple things at once. For some people, it's almost like trying to be multiple people at once or wear multiple hats. And it's like there is some sort of epiphany and understanding that comes through regarding a better way to go about that. And also regarding like prioritizing and really seeing and understanding where it is where we can perhaps let some things go in order to streamline our life, so to speak. So this is like really weighing our responsibilities. And as we come up to that full moon in Pisces, it is conjunct Saturn retrograde in Pisces. So there is that powerful energy of like understanding what is ours and what is not. All right. And really stepping up to the plate when it comes to the responsibilities that are ours to handle, especially when it comes to the ways that we manage our energy, right? Our spirit, but also letting go and releasing the things that we've taken on that don't belong to us. All right. Let's see what else here. Yeah, we got the Queen of Cups with the Empress here. So a lot of powerful emotional energy. This is Taurus energy, right, with the Empress. And, of course, water energy. So there's the Pisces right here. So it's this beautiful energy of really getting in touch with our emotional self, with our emotional body and allowing that to guide us as we move forward here. Allowing that it's like an emotional renewal, an emotional cleansing that allows us to really to step into and embody the fullness, the richness of the Empress. It's like, remember, the Empress is the totality of all of the queens in the deck, right? All blended together. She is the best of all of those energies when those energies have been perfected. And so what I'm feeling for somebody is you've worked through and you've learned how to embody the other three queens, the Queen of Pentacles, right? The Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Cups is the last queen's energy that somebody here has been needing to master. And this is the energy of emotional mastery. This is the energy when we're looking at Pisces, right? And this is why this Pisces full moon is a great opportunity for this. Pisces is an energy in its prime, in its totality, when it is functioning in its highest, right? Pisces energy just allows everything to move through it, right? Emotions roll through, move through. Nothing gets held on to. Nothing is attached to. Pisces is a beautiful example of detachment in its highest vibration, healthy detachment, right? Not escapism, not that unhealthy detachment, which can also be part of Pisces energy, right? But this healthy detachment. But it's like, but that doesn't mean not feeling. That just means not attaching to those feelings, not gripping, not holding on to them, right? Allowing all of that to flow through, up, in, and out. All right, really allowing the emotions and the intuition to rule in those moments where it's appropriate for them to rule. This is like somebody who's really, and Mercury retrograde is going to be assisting with this, right? This understanding of, because we're reworking the linear mind, right? Mercury in Virgo is a very linear energy. It's an earth-based air energy, okay? And so it's very much that masculine way of thinking when we're looking at it that way. But we're pulling in that Piscean energy, right? That being the opposing sign. And this being Mercury retrograde and full moon in Pisces that we're referencing during this video, feeling both of those energies coming together to really assist us in finding that balance, that the Virgo Pisces axis of many things, one of the things that it represents is finding that balance between the logic and the intuition, right? Between the masculine and the feminine, and really learning how to work with that beautiful intuitive side of our energy, that receptive side of our energy. Got the Page of Cups. Somebody, as you receive this emotional cleansing, also becoming open to, this is the energy of forgiveness is what I'm feeling with the Page of Cups right now. People who may be coming through with apologies. Remember, Mercury retrograde, especially during a Venus retrograde as well, you can expect people to be coming back around, especially if you've been on their mind. They have emotions, emotional ties with you. There are things that are unresolved, right? Coming back for that energy to resolve things, to work things out, to work through things. And you being in a state of receptivity as far as like the ability to forgive, the ability to listen, right? To be present, to allow somebody the opportunity to share what's in their heart. This doesn't necessarily mean that if this is an ex or something like that, or not even just a romantic ex, but a friend, whoever, somebody that you had to let go because they hurt you or harmed you. It doesn't necessarily mean that we're letting them back into our lives on a permanent basis, but allowing that energy of, allowing that closure to be had, so to speak. Apologies. We may be softening up to reach out the olive branch to somebody if we are the person in that other energy and we know that we have hurt somebody, or we know that there is a relationship that needs and deserves mending. All right. Where we need to restore this sense of equilibrium, of even give and take, right? Reciprocity here. This is also the energy of being giving. Finding that balance of giving and receiving, and ensuring that if we're going to notice during this time, it's going to be brought to our attention where it is that perhaps we have been more heavily taking than giving, or vice versa, right? Giving more than we're receiving, and how it is that we can bring that into balance in all of our relationships, as well as our relationship with ourselves, right? Do we give to ourselves as much as we give to others? All right. Got the Seven of Wands here. Defending our position. Tell me more about this. Knight of Wands. Oh, the Hierophant, the Tower, and the Death card on the bottom of the deck. Whoo! That's intense. All right. Wheel of Fortune inverted under that. This is powerful, you guys. This is somebody's passion getting ignited in the form of something that you find that's worth fighting for. And you standing up for that thing, that person, whether it's yourself, whether it's another person, whether it's a cause, whatever it is. Yeah, defending for some people, it's your children, the children, right? A relationship, a point of view, this planet. It's going to be very different for different people, but it's really like standing our ground. We got the Taurus, a lot of Taurus energy coming through it, the Hierophant being the official Taurus card, and then the Scorpio card, right? So we got that Taurus-Scorpio axis here. We are getting ready to have a final eclipse along that axis in a couple months here as eclipse season is looming. We got quite a lot of action in Taurus right now with Uranus and Jupiter, right? Let me feel into this. Tell me more about the Hierophant here. The Hierophant to me right now, in a way, feeling like systems of control. The world. Right? Something in your life that has control, that has dominion over you is what I'm feeling with the Hierophant. And I'm really feeling that energy of Uranus and Taurus as well, especially with the Tower card, which to me represents Uranian energy right next to it. A lot of people say Mars. I feel Uranus. It's really this energy of the systems. And so this is like us bucking up against the systems of control, the systems of tyranny, if you will. Where it is that we feel as though we are being manipulated or coerced, where it is that we feel a lack of freedom to express ourselves, to live our lives as we see fit, right? Our sovereignty, where our sovereignty is being threatened, really standing up against that. This is like standing up against the status quo, going against the status quo in some manner. And there's an energy of something is ending here, some sort of attachment to some established way of being. And I feel this as a collective energy as well as individual energies here. All right. This is the ending of a major, major cycle. This is like, this feels almost like with this World card here. I'm feeling like the ending of, you know what? It's funny. I almost want to say like resolution to a war. Whether this is an internal war or an external one, right? Individual or collective. I also feel like this is like the rebirth. It's like a planetary rebirthing that's happening. And it feels like with that full moon in Pisces, like a planetary rebirthing almost. Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Brand new cycle beginning. All right. And here is that energy of like, yes, for some people, there is, I'm going to get into this and I'm going to get back to that for a second. It is this energy of like the new cycle, but we have to like really comb through the old. It's like get rid of the confusion, get clear about what's working, what isn't. And then that new fresh focus allows us to move definitively forward and create something really beautiful and really powerful. But we have to set those firm intentions. And then there's incredible success there, right? Especially abundance wise. So it's like if you're trying to manifest or create, don't focus on a million things, focus on one thing and put all your energy and effort into that and it will come to pass. That's that message there. Getting back to this here, this rebirthing process, this death of the old way and birthing of the new, death of the old perspective, of the old systems of control within or without, really bursting free of that, standing up or from that, standing up for what we know to be true, what we know to be right. And powerful climaxes and endings here. All right. Huge karmic cycles completing. And the key was for us to step into our power. And to stand up. All right. This energy here to stand up for what we know to be right. It reminds me of that card that we sometimes read from the Sacred Rebels deck, Defend to the End the Worthwhile. It's like that's what was required of us, to stand up even though the status quo says, no, this is the way it's meant to be. Don't say that it's wrong, right? Don't it's like the programming, right? All the different programming in society that teaches us, for instance, like the example that's coming to mind for some reason is like the way that we're programmed to look down on people who are in poverty. And the way we're programmed to judge people and to feel, when people get mad and they say like, my taxes are paying for them to be on welfare. And, like people, those kinds of energies. Or, for instance, like now, I think the interesting thing is like a lot of people, they have that phrase looking at all the help wanted signs that we have in America all over the place, right? Oh, people just don't want to work anymore. And the fact of the matter is, it's not that people don't want to work. It's that they don't want to work for what these companies are paying. They don't want to work to make somebody else rich while they're still scraping by, because even the higher wages that companies are offering now do not pay for the inflated cost of living, right? So it's not that they don't want to work, it's that they don't want to work for you. All right. It's like really like smashing through some of this programming that keeps us at odds with each other. We have the system, right? And so they keep us fighting with each other so that we don't unite together to fight against them. We all know the old song and dance, right? The different ways that they pit us against each other, the different ways that they do this. It's like those systems breaking down, the programming that holds that in place breaking down. People who've been hiding their truth, hiding the way they feel because they've been afraid that they're not going to be accepted by society, finally coming out and saying, you know what, this is the truth. This is where I stand. That's the energy. This is where I stand. So many of us, it's like, that's the cycle that needed to end. That's what we needed to do in order to complete this cycle, was to stand up and just own it and say, no, I don't believe that. No, I actually voted for that person. No, I actually didn't receive whatever, I didn't do that because I don't believe in it. It's that kind of an energy where people come out of the shadows and speak their truth and actually take a stand. What was it? I had a friend back in the day, and one of his favorite quotes that he used to say was, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And it's that kind of an energy. It's like finally being willing to stand for something. And there's so much programming around that, right? Even when I'm speaking this to you guys, I'm afraid to say the full words of what I'm speaking about, because I know that we're not allowed, we don't have free speech here, right? On this platform, on many platforms anymore. All right. So you all know what I wanted to say. I wanted to say, like we stand up and say to people, are open about the fact that, no, I didn't inject poison into my veins. I don't believe in that. This is what I do believe. It's any of those being willing to step forward and speak our truth and take a stand against. It's like we all talk about these things in the shadows, but so many are afraid to speak about them plainly, clearly. And people are so trained, right? They're so well trained to pigeonhole people and place them into categories. And those people who believe they are standing up for people's rights are so willing to trample over everybody and everything and have become so intolerant, right? That people are afraid to say anything that goes against the common narrative of what is liberal and what is free and what is human rights, right? We can't even have conversations anymore because people are immediately painted as every horrible thing in the book. So it's like some of those energies and cycles we're beginning to break out of, from people finally just be like having the courage to stand in their truth. Even if it's unpopular. And the thing of it is, it really isn't that unpopular. It's just everybody's afraid to speak. Right? Isn't that the greatest form of censorship right there? Where you don't even have to worry about fact checking people and censoring them because they're so afraid to speak in the first place that everyone remains silent. These energies have fed and capitalized upon our silence, fed off of and capitalized upon our silence for decades, for millennia. No more. No more. So where is it that you are rebelling in your own life? Where is it that your values, that you are coming to know and understand your values on a deeper level and sharing those and standing up for those and speaking your truth? Where and how is your own inner rebel being activated during this time? Clear. All right. That's all the time we have for this reading. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and hit that like button. The world popping out again. All right. Where we've been shuffling back and forth, there's an ending. There's an ending in sight here. There's a wrap up. Things are coming full circle. We will, of course, have videos coming out for the full moon in Pisces and the Mercury retrograde, going much more in depth. This was just a little, quick reading, popping on. And, yeah, if you guys want to book a personal session, my email and my website are linked in the description box below. Go to my website, check out all the different services that I offer. I do a lot of different things. If you are called to work with me one-on-one. If you enjoyed this reading, if you enjoy the vibe, come join the tribe. Hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and like this video if you enjoyed the message and drop a comment down below to let me know. Share it with whoever you think may also enjoy it. All right. Queen of Swords with the Six of Pentacles. Clear. Yeah, a lot of people standing up against injustice, calling out injustice when and how you see it. All right. And there's a lot of powerful, look at all this empowerment. Look at all this success coming through for people once they step into their power and start really using their voice, not only in their own life, but to assist and help others who still haven't found their own. It's just the beautiful energy here this is astronomical, right? This is stability. This is security. This is success. This is, really, I feel like some people coming into their own, not even real. It's like stepping up as a leader in some way, shape, or form. Clear. Chariot on the bottom of the deck. All right, you guys, I love you. I honor you. I respect you. I appreciate you. And I will talk to you soon.